Do you notice anything
Very.
different? Yeah? Ho, ho, ho.
For nearly 14 years, Aean Holmes and Ruth Langford looked like one of television's safest bets. Calm, familiar, dependable. From the outside, their marriage felt unshakable. Then in 2024, it quietly ended. At first, the story felt settled. Ruth spoke, headlines followed, and a clear narrative formed. Aean stayed silent. No interviews, no rebuttals, no attempt to shift public opinion. Until now. At 66, Aean Holmes has finally started talking, and what he admits does not explode the story forward. It pulls it apart from the inside, forcing people to look back and reconsider everything they thought they understood. To understand why his words matter, you have to understand who Aean Holmes has always been. Long before fame, he was a Belfast schoolboy shaped by routine, discipline, and structure. Broadcasting was never about glamour for him, it was about control and chaos. From local television in the late 1970s, through sports coverage and news anchoring, Holmes built a career on reliability. When he joined GMTV in the early 1990s, he became part of the nation's morning rhythm, a voice people trusted when they were barely awake. He didn't chase headlines, he became one. That steadiness followed him everywhere, across BBC, Sky News, radio, and eventually This Morning. And it was there that his professional life fully merged with his personal one. On screen with Ruth Langsford, they didn't perform chemistry, they lived it. Viewers watched a marriage that felt natural, relaxed, believable. Together they became a brand, a couple whose relationship was not just personal but public property. Behind that polished image, pressure was quietly building. Career changes, public setbacks, and most critically, Aean's health began to deteriorate. Years of chronic pain led to surgeries, mobility loss, and long periods where independence disappeared completely. He spoke openly about relying on Ruth for basic care, about the humiliation of not being able to move freely, about the emotional weight of watching your own body fail. Through it all, Ruth stood beside him. Publicly supportive, privately carrying the strain that long-term illness places on any relationship. Then came the fracture no one expected. According to reports, the marriage didn't end with shouting or drawn-out conflict. It ended in a moment. A phone call Aean believed was private. Words Ruth was never meant to hear. What followed shattered whatever stability remained. A second discovery soon after, messages found on a laptop, removed any path back. By May 2024, the public statement arrived, calm and controlled, announcing the end of a relationship that had lasted nearly 3 decades. Ruth moved forward first. She spoke about acceptance, about choosing not to crumble, about rebuilding herself outside of marriage. Therapy, friendships, career focus, independence. Her tone was measured, resilient, forward-looking. Aean, meanwhile, turned inward. Health setbacks continued. Mobility worsened, and reflection replaced momentum. In a recent interview, he finally admitted the one thing he says he would change if he could go back. Balance, not scandal, not blame. Just balance between career and personal life. It was a quiet confession, but a heavy one. Because it suggests that nothing ended suddenly, it eroded slowly, under pressure, silence, and survival. This isn't a story about villains or winners. It is about 2 people who built a life under bright lights and discovered that even the strongest structures can bend too far. One moving ahead, finding strength in independence. The other looking back, carrying regret alongside determination. What do you think really broke Aean and Ruth apart? Was it health, career, betrayal, or years of quiet imbalance? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you want more deep dives into untold celebrity stories, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, press the bell icon, and stay with us for the next story you won't want to miss.